Yep, $9.50 a spot, same price as last time. Okay, this is a 1970 Topps. I think so too. Last time, 31 minutes. So for our records here, this is our second 1970 Topps football cello pack that we are opening. Good luck to everyone. I'm going to roll the dice right now to randomize it, which is how we start our process here. We're going to randomize it 6 times. So the person on top is going to get Hall of Famer John Mackey, card number 1. Presumably this is card number 33, Ron McDoyle. If there are more cards than 33 cards, we will give it away at random. And if there are less, we will provide those folks refunds at the end of the break. There you go. Okay, we're going to randomize it 6 times. Good luck to everyone in this break. Got a bunch of participants. Good luck to Justin, Dino, Chris, John, Ken, Michael, Chris R. Bunch of other folks. The Chris R. I mean, I feel like if he's in it, we're not only bound to pull an OJ, he's likely to pull it. I mean, that's how I would feel if I was in his shoes right now.
Can't lose.
I'm excited to see the stats for today's show, Lou, when we're done. Like I said, yesterday was the first time using Restream.io, Chris, right? That's how we say it?
Restream.io.
So we're still trying to figure out a way to interpret the analytics, but at the very least, we know that it's making things a little bit more seamless for us and easier to operate.
More accessible.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, good luck to everyone in on this break. We're going to get started. KP leads us off, followed by Kenneth, Dino, Ken, Jeff, Chris, and then it's actually Chris T and Chris R, etc., etc. Good luck. John Mackey is the first card going out to UKP. Let's get started. Really excited about this. First time I've ever opened a 1970 Topps Football Cello Pack. The other one Mike had the pleasure of opening. See, you keep the nail short, which means that's somewhat of a challenge. There we go. There we go. Found a little bit of a lip. So, Lou, do you meet your buddies for the draft? You're going to be doing it out of home tonight. Sure. Yep, I can understand that. Some of the folks won't be able to make it to the draft tonight, but as many of the guys that can make it do, and I think that there's 2 reasons. 1, there's alcohol involved, and 2, that there's children that are not involved to yell at anyone, meaning screaming children. So I'm looking forward to doing my first draft with Crosby, but that's probably a few years away. He's 3.5. Yes. I'm hoping by that point, Lou, I have no idea. I just want to make sure I say it properly. Fantistics.com? Yep, Sure. Well, hopefully we'll get an honorary membership for Crosby. Okay, great. So we have John Mackey, Hall of Famer, is card number 1 going out to KP. Paul Costa, card number 2 of the Bills. Very sharp, probably PSA 8 quality just because of the centering. Gorgeous color. Card number 3, Rick Redmond, R² from the Chargers. Now, people are talking about the Chargers' defense this year as being top ranked. Is that true? Like top 3 or 4, or? Oh, okay. Who do you have as your top D this year? Think so. If I had to guess, Bob DeMarco. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, Sam Brunelli of the Broncos. The Broncos just released, can you believe it, Paxton Lynch. It's got to make the Jets feel slightly better about Hackenberg, because at least Hackenberg was a 2nd rounder. Paxton Lynch, if I'm not mistaken, was a 1st rounder. Yeah. Card number 6 is going out to Chris T, then followed by Chris R. Oh, that's right, Chris Roth. This is Norm Snead. Now, he was a good quarterback, right? He's not a Hall of Famer, I don't think, but he was a good quarterback. Yeah. Okay. That was spot 6. Chris R. gets spot 7. Teve Tennessee of the Broncos. Cards have been very sharp. Centering's been a little bit all over the place so far. See if that cleans up. Spot 8. Former Patriot, Gino Cappelletti. Oh my goodness. Wow. Interesting. Well, if that ends up being something, I'm literally going to be going from here to the Krausers to buy lottery tickets. Interesting. Did you see that, John? Who spot 19 is in this? Totally random.
Wow.
Right? He gets a mantle. Yeah. If you get this is ridiculous. I'm just going to have to fold up shop and reevaluate everything if we get an O.J. Simpson PSA 10 in spot 19.
Lucky number.
Yeah. Yes, he did. So I'm trying to attempt to separate cards 10 and 11. All right, we'll see how that is. All right, we've got some movement. Okay, so this was the next card. Jack Pardee. Card number 10. Now, Rico, does this look any better to you? This is a full slab. It's a few years better in terms of vintage. Now, I don't know if that's mold or a different substance, but the gum was likely made in America, and I still go to this day. If we ever start gum chewing contests, look at that beautiful, disgusting piece of gum. Anyone who puts their hands on a 1977 Topps Mexican football box and then eats the gum, which I already know for a fact comes out gray. So as you saw, folks, the Topps gum does not come out gray. I would want to see someone eat that gum on camera, but it can't be affiliated with Vintage Breaks because I want no liability. I have no idea whatsoever what's going to become of it. I just personally want to see that. Hey, Michael, how are you? That's great. That's great. Congratulations, Rico. Sam Brunelli is a little affected by the gum. This is spot number 11. This is Miguel C. So, Chris or John, it says right here, Michael R. just joined. Is that Periscope?
Yeah.
Great. So this is really cool, Lou. One of the additional streams that we're doing is Periscope. And if you remember Periscope from last year, Mr. Darren Ravel is kind enough to come down and cover us using Periscope while we open the 1986 Fleer basketball box, in which we got 3 Michael Jordans, 2 of them graded PSA 9, one of them graded PSA 7 or 9OC. Excuse me. Well, he used Periscope then, and we had over 50,000 viewers at that time on his Periscope feed. So you can see it's really important to try to be on as many streams as possible. Jack Snow is spot 13. This is going out to Chris R.
Jon Snow? Jack Snow. JT's dead.
I had high hopes for JT as a Yankee. Early on, I did. I really believed.
That's his dad, right
I
there.
believed. Now, this is interesting. Topps does... Woo! Exciting. So, as we know here, the collation can be very unpredictable, Lou. So, we already had another Gino Cappelletti. So that's the second one. However, what's really interesting is the next card does not follow the run. And, I couldn't see the centering. This is a Hall of Fame rookie, believe it or not. He's a kicker. One of the very few kickers in the Hall of Fame. Now, how do you say his last name? I think I know how to say it, Lou, but I'd rather have you say it first. Yep. Jan Stenaru. So he is a Hall of Fame rookie. John. Or Jan. Jan. Okay, there we go. So I guess he was foreign? Foreign born or no? Was curious. I looked in the back. Went to Montana State. Who knows? I'll have to do some research on that. Any of our Facebook fans that are watching, let us know where Jan was born. We're curious. Inquiring minds like to know. So anyway, if I'm not mistaken, a PSA 10 of this card I think goes for thousands. Now, that's not what this is. This is a really strong example. If I had to guess, you're probably talking 9OC or 8, straight 8, just because of the centering left to right. But still, it's pretty cool to get a Hall of Fame rookie. Now, I see I'll have to speed up just a little bit. All right, listen, so I'm not as dumb as I look. He was foreign. That's great. Well, that's really cool that the first Norwegian to play in the NFL, we just pulled his Hall of Fame rookie. He's got to... So interesting. He's got to have minimum street or a highway named after him in Norway. Guaranteed. So we have a few minutes left here in the show today. We're going to get through the rest of this 1970 Topps football pack. Lenny House from the Redskins. Interesting. I'm sure that didn't hurt his chances on getting in the Hall. Yep. That's impressive. Billy Brown to the Vikings.
Card 19.
That's pretty impressive. Spot 19 is Chris Rolfe K. of the Cardinals. Tommy Nobis. I don't think Tommy Nobis is a Hall of Famer, but I could be wrong. 67 Philly, I think, is his rookie. Yeah, exactly. Appreciate that. So Bob Lilly, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. Former Cowboy great. I heard a little Cowboy chatter murmur from John. He couldn't help himself. He's the way I am about the Jets. But exactly. It can be fine, or for Jets fans, it's not so fine. But what am I going to do? It's just the way I was born. That was, spot 21 was Dino. This is going out to John. Spot 22, Deacon Jones was a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, no, it was a great card. Now, Deacon's rookie, I don't want to get it wrong here. 69 top, 68. I think his rookie is about 69. If you want to Google that for us, Chris, what is Deacon Jones' rookie? I don't think it's 70, but I could be wrong. That was going out to John. This is going out to Jim C.
63.
63, okay, so a little ways off there. Tom B. Buyer of the 49ers. One of the nicest condition cards we got in the pack. Finally happy to say, maybe a tiny bit aware, but I still think we got a chance at a 9. That is Mr. Jim C. from Boston or Mass. I'm not sure exactly that he's from Boston, but we're going to grade that for him. We're going to do that on the house with PSA. Okay, spot 24. Bob Long. It's going out to Chris R. along with the next card. Well, I certainly remember, well, not that I remember him, but I know who this, wow, this is a nice card. So we'll definitely get this slabbed. I don't know whose card this is, but this is a Hall of Famer. It's not his rookie. His rookie's in the Philadelphia sets just a few years earlier. Probably a solid 8, but you never know. The centering might measure up for a 9. Left to right looks great, just a hair off top to bottom. That's Chris R. We're going to grade that for you for free, Chris. Congratulations. Yeah, it is. Just like to see an OJ like that, but I figure if anyone's going to get it, it might be Chris. Dave Wilcox, I believe he's a Hall of Famer as well. So we're starting to hit the Hall of Fame run. This is going out to Dino. Now, for the folks that want to continue watching us today, you can do so right here on youtube.com/vintagebreaks until 7:30 this evening. So another few hours to check out some Vintage Unopened packs. If you'd like to buy in, you can do so at vintagebreaks.com. So, Dino, that looks like a really nice card. We're going to grade that for you on the house if you'd like. And as we're about to cross the finish line, we're going to finish up the pack here. I don't know if there's 33 cards or 30. We listed as a 33. And the baseball cellos from 1970 all had 33, so that's why I just assumed. Let's see what we end up here. It looks like we're going to end be about 30, so we're going to have 3 spots that will get a refund back. But at least we started pulling some Hall of Famers, got some nicer cards. Centering starting to improve. That's a nice card, too. Bordering on a 9. KP would like to grade that. Wow, really coming down to the wire here, Lou. I'm looking at the clock. All right. Great. So we got... No, absolutely. So we got Jim Otto, former great in the Hall of Fame. Beautiful, beautiful card. Happy to grade that for you, Ken. You know, I'm not sure that's a 9. It's going to be on the cusp. But I'd still get it slabbed, especially when it's fresh out of a pack. Gorgeous. Huh. Were you happy with that pickup? Wow. Look at that. Last card in the pack, Mr. Ron McDowell. Gorgeous. Very well centered. Jim will grade that for you. And then 31 through 33, you folks can get a refund. As we know with Topps, you can never tell how many cards are going to be in there. And what's so interesting is we had just opened a 1970 Topps Baseball Cello pack, actually several times in the last few weeks, and they all have 33 cards. So I guess they made different counts for football. Pretty nice pack, bunch of gradable cards. No OJ, but some gorgeous looking cards. I know we don't have a lot of time left, so I wanted to make sure that we got